Let's say that I had this pencil, whatever, and it falls off the desk, okay? Right now as it's on the desk, does it have any energy?
Yeah.
Yes.
It has potential energy.
It has what type of potential energy? Gravitational potential energy. So then as it falls, does its form of energy that it had, does that change?
Yes.
What does it change into? Kinetic. Is it immediately all kinetic?
No.
Yeah. Once it starts to move.
Once it moves, it does have kinetic. When does it no longer have any potential gravitational energy?
When it's
On the ground. So what about when it's halfway in the midair?
Kinetic.
It really has both, okay? And so when it has both, does that mean the total amount of energy increased?
No.
No, it means what's happening? It's transferring. It's slowly transferring from all potential to finally having all what? All kinetic. Yes, ma'am.
Wait, so when it's on the floor, it has all kinetic,
Yes.
but it's not moving?
After it hits the floor, where does all of its energy go? It dissipates into what formats? May I draw this? See if you can find the forms of energy it dissipates into.
Sound.
Sound. Okay? So that energy is going to go away after it hits the floor. When it's hitting the floor, it's moving very quickly. Okay? And it has kinetic energy. Okay? All right. So let's go to something that's a little bit more complex. Okay? We have a kid that's going down a slide. Okay? The thing about this that was nice and simple is it drops straight down. What's a slide look like? Do kids slide go like this?
That would be
That would be fun.
Not so much? Okay, so my little kid slide, here we have a little ladder, and here's my kid slide. Still pretty aggressive. Okay, but that's what a slide looks like. When he's up here, what type of energy does he have? Potential, and then as he's falling, he has potential, kinetic, and then when he hits the ground, he is all kinetic. And after he hits the ground, he's probably screaming too, but it does transfer all into some other form of energy. Okay, what about the fact that it's all curly? Why does it not matter?
It's only your original and the path taken.
These are all really good contributions, but it's simpler than that.
Wouldn't it?
Energy is what type of quantity?
Yeah.
Scalar. Okay? Scalar quantities mean that they don't have what?
Direction.
Independent of the path.
Independent of the path, they don't have direction. We're only concerned about the magnitude. So that kid slide can be crazy. By the time it hits the ground, it's still going to have the same amount of kinetic energy if it was a straight slide, or if that kid jumped off the ladder. Okay? He's still going to have the same amount. The part that doesn't make sense about that is, in reality, if a kid went down a really bumpy slide and the bump slowed him down all the way, is he going to be going fast when he gets to the bottom? No. But we're saying if there's no non-conservative forces. What's a non-conservative force that makes those bumps? Friction. So we're talking about a frictionless slide. So he can go down a curly frictionless slide, a straight frictionless slide, whatever. Okay? Okay, so then what happens in a bungee cord? What's a bungee cord?
like a spring-ish.
What were we saying? It's elasticy. What does that mean? It's stretchy. What's it? Do you guys know what a bungee cord is? Okay, you're going to use a bounce in there. Hopefully I'm not going to bounce off the ground. What am I doing if I'm on it? If there's a bungee cord attached to my body?
Like stopping something.
I'm usually strapped to something, hopefully something sturdy, and I'm jumping off a bridge. Anybody ever seen a YouTube video of somebody? You haven't? That's your homework. Go home and look up somebody who's doing a bungee jump. Okay. Okay, so hopefully that bungee cord is really nice and sturdy, because the whole idea is that I'm going to jump off of a bridge and smack into the ground, right?
That's not ideal.
That's not ideal. It's not ideal, okay? So the ideal situation would be that the bungee cord is going to yank me back up just in the nick of time. Because if it was a really bad bungee cord, it would yank me up when I'm still 50 feet off the ground. And who wants to pay money for that? You want an exciting bungee jump. Otherwise, you could just roll down your stairs. You know, that's exciting. Okay, so you want an exciting bungee cord. So bungee cord has what types of energy in it? When we're at the top, before we jump off the bridge, what do we have? We have potential energy. But we have a bungee cord attached to us, so why don't we have potential spring energy?
Because it's not a spring.
It's not a spring until what happens?
You don't. It comes back up.
Stretching.
Until it begins to stretch, until it like activates, until we actually use that bungee cord, okay?
So,
Yes.
if you jump and you're in a point in time where the cord isn't actually stretching, it's just kind of.
Then at that point, if my cord hasn't actually pulled yet, what types of energy do I have? A potential, and I would have kinetic because what am I doing? I'm falling, okay? So that great amount of potential I started with is transferring into new forms already.
So then once it starts stretching, it's still just potential and kinetic?
Yes, but now what kind of potential does it have? Spring. And do I still have gravitational potential? Yeah, because I haven't reached my lowest point. When do I no longer have gravitational potential?
When you come back up.
Is it when I hit the ground?
Well,
I'm not going to hit the ground. It's a trick question. Please don't hit the ground when you design your bungee cords today for your eggs. So we're going to tie an egg to a bungee cord that you guys are going to design. Okay? So we did a good little rundown here of what's a bungee cord. And we talked about that for a reason. So what I have for you is you're going to pick a partner that you think is worthy of saving your egg. And I'm going to give you an egg. We're not going to drop the bungee cords until Tuesday. Okay? On yourself? Oh no.
Oh, yeah, let's do that.
Oh no. I don't want to go to prison.